Imagine living in a country with no official money, no US dollar, no Federal Reserve, not even a single American coin. Instead, people paid with Spanish silver, British pounds, tobacco, and sometimes simply traded goods. It sounds unbelievable today, but that's exactly how America functioned before the birth of the dollar. So how did a collection of struggling colonies create one of the most powerful currencies in history? This is the story of how America got its very first dollar. Long before the United States existed, Britain's 13 American colonies had a serious problem. They didn't have enough money. British coins were scarce because England wanted precious metals to remain at home. As a result, everyday trade became surprisingly difficult. People adapted in creative ways. In Virginia, tobacco became a form of currency. Elsewhere, farmers traded corn, livestock, or tools instead of coins. But the most trusted currency wasn't British at all. It was the Spanish silver dollar. Minted from silver mined in the Americas, these coins were widely accepted across Europe, Asia, and the American colonies. Their consistent weight and purity made them reliable, and colonists used them for everything from buying land to paying taxes. Ironically, before America had its own money, Americans trusted Spain's. Everything changed in 1775. When the American Revolution began, the Continental Congress faced an enormous challenge. Wars are expensive. Soldiers needed food. Weapons had to be purchased. Supplies had to be transported. But Congress had almost no power to collect taxes. So they made a bold decision. They printed paper money. These notes became known as the Continental Dollar. At first, people accepted them. But there was a problem. Congress kept printing more money to pay for the war. Soon, there was far more paper than real value behind it. Inflation exploded. Within just a few years, the currency became nearly worthless. People even created a famous expression, "Not worth a continental." America had won its independence, but its first national currency had failed. After the war, America's leaders knew one thing. A new nation couldn't survive without a stable currency. In 1787, the U.S. Constitution gave Congress the exclusive power to coin money. 5 years later, in 1792, lawmakers passed the Coinage Act. For the first time, the United States officially created its own monetary system. The new currency would be called the dollar. The name wasn't chosen by accident. Americans were already familiar with the Spanish dollar, making it an easy and trusted choice. The Coinage Act also established the United States Mint in Philadelphia. Soon, America's first official coins entered circulation. They included copper cents, silver dollars, and gold coins. For the first time in history, Americans carried money made by their own nation. It was more than currency. It was a symbol of independence.